Good morning, besties. First of all, I'm too lazy to go turn on the lights, so you're just gonna see me in red lighting for a quick second. I'm reviewing the podcast for this week, taking some notes, any notes that I may have. I have been waking up earlier. Today I woke up at 6 and I actually woke up fully rested, which was great. I felt good. What I started doing is in the mornings, I've incorporated a slow start to my morning. So instead of just like waking up and going straight into working out, I've started just taking it easy in the mornings. So I'll wake up, I'll do a little guided meditation. If I'm in the mood to do a guided meditation, I will read. Today, actually, I started Atomic Habits. Well, I started chapter 1 yesterday. I didn't finish all the way through. I'm not really in a rush to finish this book because, I mean, it is only the start of the month. And also, with self-help books, you kind of want to take it in. You don't want to just like read through it super fast. So that's why I'm not in a rush to finish this one. But I did start it yesterday. I'm excited to read more of it. And anyways, I kind of got off topic, but one thing I have been trying to do is journal more, but some days I'm not really in the mood to journal. However, knowing myself and my inability to keep up with journals, if I stop writing in a journal, I will literally fall out of the habit. Like, I just have to skip one day and then I just forget about my journal. So in order for me to stay consistent with it, because if you want to stay consistent with something, you have to be consistent and do it. And so one thing that I started doing so that I can keep up with this habit is just putting like thoughts. Like, I literally just put, today my intention is to figure out what video I will film for Friday. So today, look it, I already did it. And this morning I woke up feeling rested and awake. So I just wanted to share that because literally I said I woke up feeling rested and awake, which I did. There's proof. Time to eat some breakfast, but I actually have to show you guys, we got an island. If you guys remember, we had a little table, actually this table right here, this little table we had sitting here in the middle because we didn't have an actual island. My mom and dad actually got this on New Year's and it is so freaking nice because it has little stools. So now, I mean, it's literally the same purpose as a table, but tell me why this is just so much cooler, you know? So I'm about to have some breakfast. I'm having tamal, frijoles, and some queso fresco. But while I eat breakfast, I'm going to listen to the second half of the podcast episode because I didn't finish that. And I want to get the notes back to Nyla so she can finish any last edits and stuff like that. You know how I said earlier that I want to wake up at 5 a.m.? I'm excited to wake up before anyone else in the house is awake and just sit here, journal, drink a little coffee. This is the best thing that's ever happened. So I'm currently folding some laundry that just came out of the dryer and getting ready to go to the store because, as you guys know, I need to buy shampoo and milk. I also need to go get gas in my car. But actually, let me show you guys something. As you guys know, in Monday's video, I was talking about manifestations and stuff like that, and focus on me. Thank you. And one of the things that I forgot to mention, I'll insert the clip here. This one right here, this one's kind of one of those ones that are a little bit crazy because if COVID permits, I would love to go somewhere tropical. I don't know where to, but it would be really cool. But basically, I had put this on my vision board because I wanted to manifest going somewhere tropical. That was kind of one of those things where it was like a hoping for something crazy type of manifestation. Because I mean, would I have been able to go to Hawaii? I don't know, but I was hoping, you know, I was dreaming big. Then I realized that that picture looks exactly like where I spent my summer. Insert clip here. The outside of the house, is this not beautiful? Oh my god, look at that. Says he open it? I could literally pretend I'm in Hawaii. Like, tell me that is not so similar. And I was talking about on Monday's video how manifestations don't always happen the way that you envision them. And it literally wasn't the exact same. Like, I wasn't somewhere tropical. I wasn't in Hawaii. But they literally both look very similar. And the porch looked kind of like the porch from the picture. Like, the chair, the palm trees, it looks very tropical. And I feel like I manifested that. And it was so much better because, you know, I got to go to Monterey and it's my favorite place in the world. I did a lot of healing. I feel like I did a lot of growing. Good things came out of it. Friendships came out of it. If you want to hear something even crazier, the year previous to going to Monterey, we had gone out to a different area in California, and we did travel to Monterey for like a weekend or something. And as we were driving through Monterey, I said in my head, I will be back. And I literally, my dad had not gotten sent to Monterey for work for years. I mean, we used to go back and forth from Monterey. Like, we grew up half in Arizona, half in Monterey, and we got to go back this year just out of nowhere after I had told myself, I'll be back. And then I manifested that porch in Monterey. Like, that's insane. You know, believe in manifestations or don't believe in manifestations. I do. And it happened. That's all I need to say. We are back from Walmart now, and I'm currently working on the thumbnail for the podcast. And I've also started watching you, and I am hooked. Like, this show is both so good, but also major cringe at the same time. I can't stop watching it. And literally everyone has told me to watch it. I'm finally watching it, but a lot of the things that happen in this show, I'm like, there are so many red flags. So many. Like, one, why does this girl not have any blinds in her house? She lives alone, first of all. She's street level. Her windows face the street, but yet she doesn't think to own blinds or even a curtain or something. I'm like, there are just so many things that I question about this show that I know they're set up for the show because this is a whole plot, but just makes it so unrealistic because even her friend also didn't have any curtains. But yet the stalker has curtains and blinds. If you've seen Gossip Girl, this is literally Dan Humphrey's life after he was ostracized from the Upper East Side. I am convinced that this is his life after that because it's literally the same thing. Like, you have a guy who owns a bookstore. Dan was a writer. Like, it's the same energy here. He also stalked Serena. He's stalking this girl, Beck, who went to Brown. Serena went to Brown. This girl's a blonde. Serena was a blonde. Like, he clearly has a type here. Despite all of that, though, all of these things that I'm like, are you serious? It's still so good and I cannot stop watching. So I have been addicted. I'm currently on episode 7 and Uncle Jesse just showed up. Okay, so first little book snippet here. As you guys know, I'm reading Atomic Habits. I'm on chapter 2 and he's talking about the importance of creating habits and staying consistent with it and creating an identity based off of your habits. Because you're consistent with it, you claim your identity. Let me read this for you. For most of my early life, I didn't consider myself a writer. If you were to ask any of my high school teachers or college professors, they would tell you I was an average writer at best. Certainly not a standout. When I began my writing career, I published a new article every Monday and Thursday for the first few years. As the evidence grew, so did my identity as a writer. I didn't start out as a writer, I became one through my habits. And that just got me thinking about how, like, I never want to claim an identity because I haven't been successful in it. So for me, you know, thinking about my YouTube, sometimes when I think about telling people that I'm a YouTuber, it almost sounds a little funny because I don't have, like, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I don't have hundreds of thousands of views, but I have literally been so consistent for like 3 years now. I started off posting every single Friday and then I changed that to every Monday and Friday, and for an entire year I've been posting twice a week. And so after reading that, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I'm claiming that I'm a YouTuber because I do all of the habits of a YouTuber, which is posting consistently, editing, filming, doing all of those things. I do them. So why not? Why not take on that identity? Like, that is what I am. I'm also a fitness person because I've literally been so consistent with it. Like, every single day I've woken up and I've worked out and I've shown up for myself. In order for me to consider myself like a fitness girly, I used to think that I had to be like the typical fitness woman's body in order to claim myself as that, but you don't have to look a certain way to claim yourself as that. Like, I'm consistent. I show up. I enjoy it. So I I'm gonna take on that identity. And I don't know, I just feel like having a title to something, like claiming yourself as something, makes you feel more motivated, because you're just like I deserve that title and I want that title, so I'm gonna give myself that title. I'm gonna start getting ready to work out now. So it is much later, but I'm currently about to head out and run some errands. Well, really only 2 of them, but I'm gonna make a day out of it. Just take a wild guess as to what we might do. I am gonna go first of all to Barnes & Noble's though, because I want to get a new planner. You guys know I'm starting work, so I need to figure out a schedule of how I'm gonna do things. So I want to get that, and then after I have to go to HR, fill out some paperwork and stuff like that. So I'm back home now, and I finished all this stuff with HR. Fun fact, they took a picture of me for my tag. I look like a naked mole rat. Anyways, that's kind of besides the point. I was like, it's fine. I really don't care. Who am I going to show this to? And if they show it to someone, oh well. But another fun fact, I thought I really won with my planner because I got it 50% off. I thought it was like the whole hardcover sale, like that's why it was 50% off, but it was 50% off because it includes 2022, the second half of 2022. So my planner does go through all of 2023, but there's half of the book that I can't even use because it's 2022. I guess I can still use it as scratch paper. I still got a good deal on it because Moleskine planners and journals are like almost $30, so I got it half off. So I'm not mad about that, but I just realized that I was like, when you think you're winning, you're not. I've found a good way to make use of my little oopsies here that I did today. I like to have clean pages and not really make mistakes, so I can make my mistakes on the free paper. So this is perfect. Anyways, I think I've got it down. So I've broken down everything like hour by hour and how I'm gonna plan to just make everything work. And I think so far I have a good schedule, and I can obviously change this as the week goes along. It's not like this stuff is set in stone, but I think just kind of having an idea of how my week is gonna go is making me feel a little more calm with starting work, because one thing I was afraid of is, am I gonna have enough time, basically. So I think I will. Just taking the time to sit down and organize my week day by day, hour by hour. It's just, it has helped me and I feel good. I think I'm really going to be able to make this work. It is much later now. I've basically just been doing a bunch of snippets throughout the day here, showing you guys my routines and me keeping up with my routines, because if I'm going to be out here preaching for you guys to stick to your routines, then I best be doing these routines. Anyways, it is now 8:27. One thing I've recently started doing, I don't do this every single day, but today is a day that I'm gonna do it. I like to do a little workout, like very simple workout, and this is one I like to do. It is a 12-minute fat burn at night, and on the thumbnail it says do this before bed. So I started doing it. It's literally 12 minutes. It does not make me sweat because it's not like super intense or anything, but I do feel my heartbeat picking up a little bit. You know, I've been laying in bed or just sitting at my desk doing something. Just gonna get up and move my body a little bit before bed. As you guys know, I've been watching the show You, so I just put that show on, do a little 12-minute workout. It's not really like an extra hassle. It's 12 minutes, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna do that, get ready for my night routine, and then get ready for bed.